Today, I will be giving you the Bitcoin guide to profitability for trading in 2019. Bitcoin has been booming in 2019. It is up almost 100% since the beginning of the year, and although that may change later, as I mentioned in my last video, which I recommend you watch, Bitcoin is still just as volatile as ever, and you can still make a hell of a lot of money out of it. Before I get into this video, cryptocurrency interest is still low, so in order to make more people aware of Bitcoin, make sure to like this video and share it with your friends so that the second they get into cryptocurrency, they can start trading profitably and not make a lot of the beginner mistakes that most people do. I also want to mention that I am not a financial advisor, and I recommend you do your own research before entering any positions or making any trades. So the first major point I want to talk about in 2019 is not overtrading the cryptocurrency market. A great example of this would have been today, as we saw the markets make around a 15% move on most major coins such as Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, which I am showing right here. As we can see, Ethereum made a very large move, and one thing that a lot of beginners do is they see a move like this and they make trades all over the place. Maybe they bought down here and then they see it go all the way up to this price and they say, oh no, now it's crashing, I need to sell. So they end up selling down here and then they make this amount of profit, and then they say, oh no, now it's continuing to go up, so then maybe they buy right here, and then basically what ends up happening is they make maybe 15 trades in one day, they spend hours doing it, and then they end up making less money than if they would have just bought here and then sold around the top. So there are a few strategies that you can go about in order to do this, and the one way that I trade the cryptocurrency markets, especially on these breakouts similar to this, is I try to find long-term trends and support and resistance lines in order to predict when the market is going to break out. So for example, Ethereum right here was on a very obvious uptrend, and so what I decided to do is I entered the market around $175 and then set my stop loss right below the trend line. So what this allows me to do is it guarantees that I will get as much of the uptrend as possible. However, once it falls below the trend, once it breaks the trend and starts to go down, then I no longer want to be in that position, as I don't think it's going to go in the direction that I want it to go to. Then, as the market moves up and it creates newer lows, so for example, this is what I would consider a low because it touched this level and then went back up a considerable amount. So say for example, I still have my position open, I see this new low created and it starts to go up once again. Then what I would do is I would see, okay, my stop loss is down here. However, now that this new low is created up here, I can just continuously move my stop loss to these lows. And then over time, as the position keeps going up, I see that there's no new low created up there. You can just see this continuous crash and it breaks my stop loss right as the trend is broken. So this is an extremely easy way to follow the trend. Just move your stop loss to new lows as they are created in order to follow the trend as high as possible without making 50 trades a day. Now, the second thing I want to mention about trading in 2019 are the top cryptocurrency pairs. In my opinion, 2019 is going to be the year of top cryptocurrency pairs. And what do I mean by that? I mean Bitcoin, I mean Litecoin, and I mean Ethereum. Now, what is so special about these three coins? These three coins are some of the three only cryptocurrencies that have their own price movement, meaning that if Bitcoin or Ethereum starts to go up, then so will Litecoin, or vice versa. If one coin starts to move up, then they sort of all move together. And these are the major coins. So if Bitcoin starts shooting up, Litecoin isn't going to start crashing because they all relatively stay with the same price movement. And whenever one of them makes a parabolic move, the other three do as well. So these can be safer coins to trade. I think these coins are going to have the largest moves in 2019. So you pretty much don't even have to worry about altcoins, because I think the volatility that we're going to see on these three major coins is going to be more than enough. And especially if you're trading them with leverage, you're longing and shorting, then you will definitely be happy with the amount of profit that you can make. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is altcoin trading. Altcoins have higher volatility, and in my opinion, people who trade altcoins in 2019 are just trying to be greedy. For example, today we saw this huge move, and if you had invested in altcoins, you would have pretty much lost out on all of the profit. Here's an example of altcoins during large moves of the top 3 coins. This is BAT, Basic Attention Token. This is one of the larger altcoins. And as you can see here, it was on a very nice uptrend. A lot of people were bullish on Basic Attention Token. It went up quite a bit. And as the Bitcoin bull run happened, it completely retraced in price and went down around 38% as Bitcoin was going up. So in my opinion, because there is such a high correlation between Bitcoin going up and altcoins going down, I think it is in general safer to trade Bitcoin and the top 3 coins in 2019 rather than focusing on altcoins. I think it's going to be extremely difficult to trade altcoins, and obviously if you do want to trade altcoins, it's always a possibility. So I did want to mention that the best time to trade altcoins tends to be when Bitcoin is going sideways. So obviously during this major breakout, if I saw that Bitcoin was going to break out right here, then I would have sold all my altcoins before it makes the major move. So that's another thing. If you're focusing on the top 3 coins, then maybe you can make a little bit of altcoin trades. However, once you see that Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin is about to break out, then you should definitely sell those altcoins in order to hold one of those 3 major coins. So in this zone, this was a perfect example of a time that you could possibly trade altcoins. You can see that Bitcoin was going sideways, it was consolidating, and during this time was the time when Basic Attention Token went up 80%. So that's just an example if you really want to trade altcoins. However, as I said earlier, I think focusing on the top 3 coins, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, I think you are going to make more than enough money, and I would only recommend you transition over to altcoins if you do get more experience and do gain more confidence trading. Now, the final thing I wanted to mention about trading in 2019 are the beginning of large corporation coins to replace altcoins. Now that we are seeing more and more companies move into cryptocurrency, we are seeing billion-dollar companies planning on making cryptocurrencies. And I think 2019 is going to be the year where we are going to see the first billion-dollar companies start to release their altcoins, one of which is Telegram Open Network, which is made by Telegram. This is an ICO that raised billions of dollars, and they are going to be releasing in 2019. I think these billion-dollar companies are going to create a new asset class in cryptocurrency. So what do I mean by this? Currently, we have the top pairs, which are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. We have altcoins, which were pretty much all started by ICOs, and then we have stablecoins, which are just backed one for one by the dollar. However, I think we're going to have a 4th asset class in cryptocurrency, which are going to be coins made by billion-dollar companies that maybe won't correlate as much with Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. So one big distinguishing factor between altcoins and corporation coins is that I think corporation coins are going to have their own movement, whereas altcoins tend to follow the general market movement. I think this is going to be extremely exciting to see, and as these coins start to roll out from companies like Nike, Telegram, Facebook, and many other large companies that haven't even announced it yet, I think it's going to be very interesting to see the price movement generated by those coins, and obviously as they start to come out, I will make dedicated videos to them. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you have learned about how to trade profitably in 2019. Make sure to join my Telegram for some of my live trades and thoughts on the market as they are happening live. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next one.